In the south, China Sea's darkness monster waves rise, challenging a U.S. Navy destroyer. The destroyer climbs a towering water wall, threatening to engulf the vessel. Gravity pulls the ship down, steel shudders, a thunderclap echoes in the hull. This is no squall, but a tropical storm tearing fleets and burying cargo ships. Wind's scream spray rips across the deck, sky and sea are indistinguishable. Lightning flashes, briefly illuminating the destroyer against the boiling ocean. Water crashes over the forward deck, slamming against hatches and railings. Each impact feels like a hammer strike, a reminder nature is indifferent. Steel bends to the sea. The destroyer claws upward, propellers biting deep. The crew braces for the next fall. There's no rhythm, just chaos everywhere. Every sailor wonders how long they can endure this relentless assault. Tonight, the enemy is the ocean itself, unbound by any rules. The destroyer crashes into a trough bow, disappearing beneath the waterline. Thick seawater pours over the deck, racing aft like an unleashed river. Equipment is swept away in seconds, anything not bolted down is lost. The ship groans. Steel flexes the hull, bending but holding under the strain. Each wave slam is a shock load, thousands of tons hitting the bow. Naval engineers call it slamming pressure. The crew feels a giant's fist. Spray blinds the sensors. Spy 1 radar washes out under salt water. Navigation radars, flicker screens blink the ship is effectively blind. Technology can't stop seawater from shorting circuits in the storm. Scuppers spew like fountains, fighting to keep up with the water surge. The deck becomes a temporary river with every surge hatches shut tight. Seawater tries to force its way into compartments, seals groaning under pressure. Too much water topside raises the ship's center of gravity, risking rolling. Sailors clear block drains, knowing one mistake could sink the destroyer. Waves crash over the deck, turning it into a temporary river. Watertight seals groan as seawater tries to force its way in. Sailors scramble to clear blocked drains in the chaos. One mistake, one clogged drain, and the ship takes on water. Deep inside the pounding is vibration through the bulkheads. Every slam reminds them this is a test of the ship's structure. The storm has no intention of letting up. Waves keep coming. Waves threaten to push the destroyer past its limits. Red lights glow dimly on the bridge, preserving night vision. The captain stands firm, giving measured orders. Hold her steady bow into the wave, reduce 5 knots. In seas like this, hesitation can kill. The helmsman fights the wheel, making precise corrections. Overcorrect and the destroyer could swing broadside. Alarms chirp, systems overloaded by water and vibration. Electronics officers reroute circuits, muting false alerts. Below decks, passageways echo with the groan of metal. Sailors move through the ship, clipped to safety lines. In berthing areas, sailors strap themselves into their racks. Every slam of the bow feels like an earthquake. Cooks still do their job serving storm rations. Even eating is an act of survival at this point. Damage control teams stand ready at every junction. The destroyer is holding, but the ocean is trying harder. Officers check the inclinometer, 20 degrees dangerous. The ocean relentlessly attacks, testing the destroyer's limits. Each wave threatens to tear the ship apart, a constant battle. The destroyer crests a wave, then plunges violently down. Rolling 20 degrees, the keel fights to regain balance. Officers monitor the inclinometer, a measure of danger. 10 degrees is manageable, but 20 is dangerous territory. Beyond 30 degrees, the ship enters the capsize zone. Sailors fear capsize, a destroyer can be thrown on its side. Even a 9,000-ton vessel can be overturned by the sea's power. Once past a certain point, gravity seals the ship's fate. Captain's orders bow into the waves, maintain low speed. Too much speed risks structural damage from slamming. Too little speed and the waves push the ship around. Balance is key. Engines surge and slow with each command. Propellers fight to grip against the walls of water. Every sailor knows never turn broadside to a storm. Training reinforces this lesson from day one. But knowing the rule and living it are very different. Walls of water taller than buildings slam against the hull. Even advanced warships aren't immune to such forces. Seamanship and discipline are the last line of defense. One bad order could lead to disaster in the South China Sea. The thought of capsizing hangs in the air, unspoken but understood. Hundreds of sailors fight to keep the ship upright. Amidst the chaos, sailors fear something far worse: rogue waves. Unlike storm waves, rogue waves are unpredictable monsters. Rogue waves are deadly because of their sudden appearance. They can arise in calm seas or during storms. They stack atop existing swells, towering above everything, without any warning signs. By the time the lookout spots it, the ship is already climbing the wave or bracing for impact. Every sailor knows the stories of ships lost without a trace, battered naval vessels limping home. Below decks, the storm turns daily life into survival training. Sailors wedge into passageways. Meals are basic. Sailors eat from sealed containers, balancing against the bulkhead. Sleep is brutal. Sailors strap themselves into their bunks, counting seconds between waves. Training takes over. Teams execute damage checks, reinforcing hatches. Fear has no place.
We've almost got it.